What's good, everybody? Welcome to our Forex Educational Call. So glad that everybody is with us tonight. For those of you that are viewing live, and we do got a couple of you guys, thank you so much for always getting on with us and man, rocking with everything that we've got to say. For those of you that are watching via recording, you guys are not going underappreciated. We love to see you guys. We love to see the views, so we appreciate everyone for hopping on via recording. So really appreciate that. Before we get started tonight, I just wanted to make a couple announcements. We'll probably have kind of a bigger announcement coming out soon. For those of you that are interested, I believe me and Tay will probably get on and have just kind of a discussion, Q&A / kind of an announcement type thing. So what I wanted to let you guys know of is, first of all, this is the first time that we have streamed live our Forex Educational Call free for the public. So, you know, typically we've had it within our community, but we have kind of made the decision that we're gonna offer this also for the community, basically because not a lot of people know what Forex is. And so there's going to be a lot of changes. I don't want to take too much thunder away from what me and Tay are going to talk about and kind of put out there very soon, but just wanted to let you guys know, you know, again, this is the first time that it is now public and free for everyone on Facebook and also on YouTube. So any previous calls that we have done to date, which that is spanning from October all the way to now, it's a lot of videos. Those are now free on our YouTube. If you just look up Learning Curve on YouTube, you will find us, and there is a lot of videos, past videos, ones that we will be doing. You'll see all that on there. It's going to be amazing. We're going to be updating a lot of stuff. And again, you know, you may be wondering, well, what's the point of me joining the community or, you know, getting an account on the website? There is still things that we are keeping to ourselves that we will have on the website exclusive for our members. But, you know, these calls right here, they will be free. But our community, you know, more questions, comments, things of that nature. If you want to really pick our brains about things, that is reserved for our community. So feel free to join that. And then obviously, you know, our courses that we have and that we have been working on, those are all on the website or will be on the website very soon. There's a lot of things in play going on right now. So we are excited for what is to come. I know we've been saying it for a while, but I am actually really excited in the direction that we're going, and I hope you guys are excited too. So tonight, it's going to be a little bit different since this is the very first time that we have ever done anything Forex related, public and free and streaming on YouTube and also on Facebook. What I wanted to do is just kind of start at the ground zero. Okay, because I know there's going to be quite a few people that get on this call and they see the title and they say, okay, cool, what in the world is this Forex thing, right? So, you know, what exactly is Forex? What is it? How do I get involved with it? That kind of thing. So Forex, if you don't know what it is, some of you that have been following my personal Instagram or my Facebook, you know or have seen this several times. So I'm sorry if it sounds redundant, but again, I know there's going to be a lot of people that see this that don't know what this is, but Forex basically is short for the foreign exchange market. Okay. It is another type of financial market that you and me can trade in. And one of the questions that I have frequently asked of me is, well, where can I trade Forex? You know, where exactly do I access this? And for the most part, you can access this on your phone. Most brokers have an app. Some of them have a app for your computer. So like for me personally, I do have one on my MacBook. I know Windows has a couple of those options as well. You can have that as a download, but for the most part, people use it on their phones. It's a quick way for them to make money. Not even a quick way, but it's an easy way. I'll say it like that. It's an easy way for people to make make money off of their phone. So it's a really good opportunity for some people who just are really busy and need a little extra cash. There you go. This is the perfect kind of in between, right? So another thing I'm asked all the time is, well, how do I make money from Forex? So you probably have already, if you've left the country, you have already participated in Forex at least once. Basically, you make money from the rising or falling of a currency trading against another currency, right? So a good example that I like to give is if I leave America with $100 and I go to Mexico, right? And let's just say the exchange rate is 2 to 1. So I leave America and I get 100 and I have $100. I go to Mexico. When I go to Mexico, I trade in my US dollars for their currency. When I get to their currency, I get 200 of their currency, right? So for the most part, you know, you're thinking like, yo, I'm doing very well. I'm doing rich. You know, I'm doing kind of nice because I turned in $100 and now I have 200 of theirs. Well, let's just say, for instance, you don't spend any money at all. You don't spend any money. You have a couple friends and they pay for everything. Well, and you come back to the States. Okay. When you come back to the States, that exchange rate has changed. Okay. So now for every one Mexican dollar that you have, now the US is willing to give you 3, right? So originally you had $100 and you went to Mexico and they gave you $200, right? And now you're coming back and the US is giving you $3 for every $1 that you have in Mexico. So now you've actually made $600, right? So your $100 investment has now turned into a $600 investment per se, right? That is how foreign exchange works, okay? It's trading a currency against one another to make a profit, okay? And there's several different strategies on how to do this. And as we do these calls, I will explain more in depth on the strategies, what to do, how to get there, just so that you guys have an understanding. And like I said, this is the first time that we've come live to this, so I don't expect everyone to pick up on this immediately. What I want to do is take all the information that you would learn typically in like a month, and I want to condense that and really help you learn that. And it may take a while, but what I want to do is simplify it and make sure that you guys understand completely what it is before you even get invested in it. What I want to do is explain what it is, how to make money from it, all that good stuff, right? So in the Forex world, you will hear us talking about pairs. What is a pair? Okay, this is going to be a phrase that we use quite frequently. All right, what is a pair? So a pair basically just means it's the two currencies that you're using to trade against each other, right? So like in my example, it was the USD, which is US dollar, or in Mexico, it's MXN. Okay, that's the pair. There's several pairs, and most brokers will let you trade just about every currency. There's a couple that they don't let you trade due to extreme volatility, or it's just not worth it for them as a brokerage to be able to do that. So basically a pair, it is a currency being traded against another currency, and then it shows up, right? And you'll get a good understanding of that once you get into your brokerages, and you can see that stuff. So another thing I've been asked a lot, and I know Forex is kind of a newer thing. A lot of the younger kids are starting to get into this. There's a couple people that are older that are into it, but it's predominantly a college age thing. A lot of people have asked me, because I'm heavily involved in it. They say, well, hey, is this a legal thing, right? It seems too easy. Is this legal? And the answer is yes, it is legal. There is a difference between brokerages. So it's not that the brokerages are illegal. It's just that there are some that are unregulated and some that are regulated. The ones that are regulated are typically a little bit harder to get into. So in terms of signing up and making an account, it's a little bit more of a process, as opposed to the unregulated brokers, which are just like, hey, If you want to spend money with us and use us as a brokerage, like, come on, we'll take you. Make a username, make this, make that, transfer your money in, cool, right? And we'll have a whole call about the different brokerages and also just things pertaining to that nature as well. But again, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to set that foundation and kind of answer any questions that I know are going to be right off the top people are going to have. So if you do have another question, feel free to put that in the comments section and we can actually bring it up on this call and we'll we'll be able to answer that. But what I do want to say to that while I'm on this is, yes, it is legal. This is not money laundering. This is not anything like that. I've heard a lot of people talk about it. I've heard a lot of people say, you know, well, Forex is a scam. Forex is money laundering, et cetera, et cetera. Well, that's not true. Forex is not money laundering. Forex is not a scam. It is real money that you can have. There is paper demos. There are demo accounts, and some people will try and pass off demo accounts as real accounts. So be careful with that. But for the most part, people don't do that unless they're really trying to sell you on something. And in that case, you probably should not follow them. But basically, it's not illegal. There's nothing wrong with it. And if somebody tells you that Forex is a scam, ask them where they learned it first from. Typically, they learn it from an MLM company. If you don't know what an MLM company is, that just is multi-level marketing. I will keep my thoughts on the MLM stuff to a minimum, but what I will tell you is this. Forex in and of itself is not a scam. For some people, MLMs work. For some people, they don't. For me personally, I'm not a huge fan of MLMs. I'm more of a trader, so I like to be able to trade. Forex is not illegal, okay? Don't think of it as that. You know, if somebody tells you that it's a scam, ask them where they learned it from. And typically 99% of them will tell you that they were in an MLM company that was trying to teach them Forex, and that's why they think it's a scam. I want to be able to tell you this. The MLM and the Forex are two separate things. Do not put them together and try and make sense of it. Okay, MLM is one thing, Forex is another thing. Don't call Forex a scam because you think that MLM is a scam. Separate the two, right? So that's just my 2 cents on that. It is not illegal, so you don't have to worry about that. So something that I asked when I first got started in this and just kind of was like getting information was, well, how much do I need to start? And again, we're going to talk about unregulated and regulated brokers later on. But when you're starting out, if you go with a unregulated broker, typically the minimum is like $10. Okay. It's not that unregulated brokers are bad, and we'll talk about that, but it's not that they're bad. But I personally just don't like unregulated brokers. For me, I like to make sure that everyone's playing by the rules. So I typically go with a regulated broker, but there you go. But yeah, usually $10 is like the minimum. There are some regulated brokers that do not require you to even put down a minimum. You can just make a live account, and then when you feel like you're ready, you can go ahead and put your money in. Okay. And that's something that we will talk about as well, is kind of, you know, how to fund an account. When do you know it's time to fund an account? Things like that. So, but yeah, typically $10 is what you will need to start. There's a couple that require $50 deposits. I believe there's 2 that I know of that do $50 deposits, but for the most part, it's about $10. Okay. So another person that is very close to me had asked me this when they first started getting into Forex. They said, well, okay, you're telling me that Forex is this, it's this other kind of, it's this other financial market, and I want to get involved in it. Well, is it risky? Is it more risky than getting involved with stocks? And the answer to that is it can be risky. Okay, just like any investment, it can be risky, but the way that we teach people how to do Forex, we are very, very, very heavy on risk management. So if you don't know what risk management is, you are going to learn what it is, because we fully believe and people having a better risk management plan than they actually have a trade, like a strategy. Okay. Because everything revolves around risk management. If you don't know how to risk manage, you can blow your account in one trade. And I've seen it happen. I have done it myself when I first started out. I've been through it. So yes, Forex can be risky. It's just as risky as getting involved in the stock market or gambling or doing the lottery. Okay. Except with Forex, we can have a better control of our risk management. So there's more ways that we can control how much money we're going to lose, and we're able to really pinpoint when and where the market's going to go. And we'll talk about all of that in some upcoming calls, right? So where can you find some more information regarding Forex? So if you want to know more about Forex, you can visit our website, learningcurveltp.com. Go ahead, make an account. It is free. All right. Make an account, get on there. We have an entire section devoted to Forex. It's got what brokerages we use, how to get involved. We have a 2-week syllabus, which will give you literally from the very first thing that you need to know to the very last thing that you need to know. It walks you through everything. It's got all kinds of good stuff on there. If you also wanted to do some additional research, you could just Google Forex, honestly, and you will find out a whole lot. But if you wanted to do a little bit more, or maybe you wanted to actually see what this whole thing is about, you can actually look up the charts that we use in order to make a trade. And that is on tradingview.com. You can go ahead and make a free account. They do have some other paid for accounts that have some advantages. But honestly, I don't even use a paid for account. I use a free account and it works perfectly fine. So if you want to, feel free to go and look at that at tradingview.com. You can also look at babypips.com. It is a Forex forum. That's a tongue twister. It is a Forex forum where they just have people talking about Forex all the time. So if you wanted to get some info, go ahead, hop on there, and there's all kinds of good stuff, right? So next week's topic, right? So again, next week, what I really want to talk about is brokerages, okay? Because again, I've talked about it a lot today, and what I want to do is talk about it some more, is brokerages. I want to talk about what is the unregulated to the regulated brokers. That way you guys have an understanding of what it is, because again, we're going to be running these calls every week for the public for free. So what I want to do is lay the foundation, explain what it is, so that you have zero doubt walking into, okay, I'm ready to sign up and get my account and I'm ready to go and hit the ground running. Okay. That's what I want to do. I want to make sure that you're comfortable with it, because trying out new things, let's be real, can be very difficult. It can be very scary. And for some people, it's just not worth it. So what I want to do is make sure that you guys are prepared and ready to go, so that when you say, all right, I'm ready to go and open up a demo account, you have zero fear. Or when you're ready to open up a live account, you have zero fear. Okay. Also, I forgot to even mention this. If you want some more information, oh, excuse me. If you want some more information regarding just stuff about Forex or stocks or credit, or really anything, if you want to know about anything that has to do with finances, okay, Forex included, please, please, please sign up for our community. All you have to do is go on Facebook, and in the groups tab, it's already there. Okay, fill out the questionnaire, boom, and we'll get you guys in there. All right. Please make sure that you guys are signing up for that, because I'm telling you, we haven't done a whole lot of stuff in the last week or two, just because we've had a lot of stuff happen all at once. And so we are still trying to shift through everything and make sure that we're all on the up and up in terms of running these streams and where things are going and how they're branded and all that. So it's been a lot over this last week, but we're going to be getting back in those groups and hitting it hard. Okay. I'm not going to tell you that our group sends out signals or sends out, what you need to do. But I will tell you that there have been many times where we have said, hey, do this, and I promise you people have made money, or people have taken our advice on something, or people have made money themselves by asking questions, and they themselves have went in and made a lot of money. So make sure that you guys are joining that, and being a part of it. If not, again, the account on our website is free. You guys can go on there, and there's a ton of stuff on there, curated by yours truly. Also, Talon. Talon has done a lot of stuff on that website. I've done a lot of stuff on that website. So please, please, please make sure that you guys are getting on there, seeing what's going on. There's new stuff being added all the time. The community is about to have a whole lot of stuff being put in there. I'm not even going to go into detail about it, but there you go. So if, like I said, if you guys have any questions, feel free to put those in the comments now, before I give kind of a last chance for any comments or questions or concerns regarding today's call or in the future. Again, me and Talon will be coming out with kind of a video Q&A discussion, more or less, kind of about where we're going and what this last week has really shown us, and moving forward, what's going to happen. So we're waiting to post that for you guys, but we are going to be posting that here shortly so that you guys have the ability to see it, and that you will be able to not just read what we have to say, but you'll be actually able to hear what we have to say and where we're going with this, and what's going on. So please make sure, like I said, you guys are staying tuned. If you haven't done so, turn on the notifications for our Facebook page. All of these videos are now live via YouTube, or you can find them on Facebook as well. So, but hey, other than that, I'm not seeing any questions. If you do have any questions, even if you're watching this via recording and you have questions, feel free to put that in the comments section. We will answer those ASAP. Again, laying the foundation here for Forex, not going too deep. This is just going to be something that we do over time, and I'm trying to build confidence and comfortability with you guys. That way, when you are ready to begin trading, you're not asking a whole lot of questions or, feeling inclined to do one thing or the other, right? So, yeah, that's kind of what we got going on today. We will have a, I'm sorry, we will not have a binary call. We're actually going to cut those calls for a little bit, just because we need to get some other stuff resolved when it comes to that. We've been having some issues with our brokerage and our platform, so we're going to withhold those calls for right now, and we will let you guys know when we are going to continue those in the future. But hey, other than that, we hope to see you guys on our next call, which will be Friday for our Financial Friday. I'm really excited about it. So other than that, we will see you guys then.